Coach, it is a beautiful night for football here in the Midwest as we are at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
You often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, someone came to play today.
Well, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Williams to return. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And Graham's got it, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wells. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Yellow. I'm going.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted last week,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Williams. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He is going to find Hill here. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. but it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 27, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's go, defense. Get on the field, defense.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers out to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Throwing now is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He may try. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. B.J. Goodson. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 33 yards that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, hey, at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Mahomes going to throw, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 11th touchdown of the year as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
Come on now, let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. A quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Rodgers now to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Mike, 58, right there. You won't see me in your nightmares.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Ryan Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Setting aside the matchup of Mahomes and Rodgers for a minute, this game is one of the NFL 100 Series bouts that they're having this season. And we saw the Packers in this game last week when they faced the Raiders, their opponent in Super Bowl II. This week it's the Chiefs, their opponent in the very first Super Bowl way back in 1967. The Packers winning both of those Super Bowls. And as I mentioned a week ago, Bart Starr, the MVP of both of those games. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
15.
And again, it's Mahomes. He wants it all for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Just like that.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, Mahomes being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Preston Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now here's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. They complete it to Hill. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
93's the mic. 93's the mic.
15, yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Ware. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
And this one...
Yo. What up, though? Shit, in the Madden game, 3rd quarter.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Man, just say you want me to play the game, man. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. You want me to play the game, man. God damn, man.
On EA Sports.
There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Again, it's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Packers on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chiefs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Charlie, come on, D. Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Oh, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the counter, here's Jones. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down now, it's Jones. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Come on,
now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Packers on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, 626.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's complete to Grant. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The extra point splits the uprights. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9.
Slow
them down.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2 minutes.
Calling me to come out there, man. They don't need me out there, man. Shine doing good enough. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7.
They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Rodgers now to throw. Then he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown.
I got to finish this Madden game. I'm in the 4th quarter, though.
Aaron Rodgers on
2 minutes. 2 minutes
his
left.
5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll buy some time. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to let him fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 42 yards. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Kyler Fackrell in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Flush to his right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. The 20. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Good job. Good job.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, they've got his man, complete. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 44 yards. One final try from Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Oh, shit. No, you still gotta go to the gym, nigga. Unless you got that shit. No, how you get gym rat? So ain't none of y'all niggas gotta go to the gym? Oh, you ain't got the real gym rat. Yeah, you ain't got the real gym rat. When you get to Superstar 3, none of y'all niggas gotta do that shit. Like, if you make a brand new nigga, he ain't gotta do that shit.